Okay, so we have a question here, and question from JAMB 1999, question number 3, and we have to find the value of x if square root of 2 over x plus square root of 2 is equal to 1 over x minus square root of 2. So can you pause the video, try to solve it so we can compare our answers afterwards? Let's do it. Okay, so let's take this solution, and the very first thing we need to do will be for us to dismantle this fraction. Then taking out this fraction, we will just do cross multiplication. That means that this we multiply this, and this we also multiply this. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so we're going to start our expansion. So square root of 2 multiplying x, that will give us x square root of 2, and square root of 2 times square root of 2, that will be square root of, that will be 2. We have a sign here, so plus, the plus that we have here times minus here is minus. Good. And the square root of 2 times square root of 2, that will be 2. All right, so we've been able to open up that one, and then let's get to the next one. The next one is 1 times everything here, everything remains. That becomes x minus square root of 2. X minus square root of 2. Everything there remains. Okay. The next thing we are going to do will be for us to collect like terms. All x will move to x, numbers will move to letters, numbers will move to numbers. So we have here x here, x square root of 2. So this other x will move over, and what we're going to have is x have this x square root of 2. All right, then this other x that came over is had a plus sign. When it moves over, the sign changes, becomes minus, and x there, of course. Now it will, we equate it with what we're going to have by the right hand side, equals to. All right, this is plus here, so 1 times this is plus here, this is plus here, and this is plus here, so equals to square root of 2, and this other 2 that is going to move over, the sign will change to plus, and then the 2 will move over. Okay, so we now have it here plus 2. Now observing something, we can factorize this so that we can have something that is in common. X is here, x is here, x is in common, so we factorize that. If you factorize it, we open the bracket, and square root of 2 comes over, remains here, and in the place of our x, we're going to have as 1, right? We're going to have as 1, so let's have it and then replace it with 1. Okay, replace it with 1. Okay, and then you can close it. You can close this. Okay, all right, cool. Then everything here equals to the right hand side, square root of 2 plus 2. Okay, since we are looking for x, then we are going to divide this by the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x is what we have here. This square root of 2 minus 1 is the coefficient of x, so we can divide both sides by the coefficient of x. So let's divide it. We need to divide that, so this will cancel itself one time, and then comes into this other one here one time, and we'll be left with x is equal to square root of 2 plus 2 all over square root of 2 minus 1. So looking at this, it has taken us to sort. Yeah, it has taken us to this is the sort that we have here, so we need to rationalize. We need to rationalize that, taking us to rationalization. That's what I want to say. All right, so we need to rationalize, and when we want to rationalize a compound sort like this, what we simply do is for us to take the conjugate of the denominator and multiply it with the numerator and the denominator. So the conjugate of this, let's multiply it again. Let's just go ahead to put this in the bracket and expand. Then we're good. So I want us to just finish it off from here. So let's bracket this. Okay, let's bracket the part. And what's the conjugate of this? The conjugate of this is square root of 2 plus, it's going to be plus this time. Yes, so we have here square root of 2. At this time I might just use rate or true plus. No, so I can't, it's not making sense, pardon me please. All right, minus, it was minus here, so conjugate, so it's going to be plus, so plus 1, and also we have here ours square root of 2 plus 1 plus 1, and we are expanding, so everything is in bracket. We have brackets, it's in bracket. All right, so we will now go ahead to expand, and now you know it, this will come in here, and also that will also come here, and then we also have 2. So square root of 2. Okay, so we can expand, saying square root of 2 times square root of 2, that will give us 2. Okay, so that will give us 2, and square root of 2 times 1, that will give us square root of 1 plus square root of 2, rather, not square root of 1, plus square root of 2. We're done with that. Then we get to the next one, 2 times square root of 2, that will be 2 with the sign plus 2 square root of 2, so we have it as plus 2 plus 2. Okay, plus 2 square root of 2, and then 2 times 1 will give us 2, so we now have it plus 2. Okay, now we're going to divide it with solve the denominator now. Of course, everything is equal. There's x, we're solving for x. The denominator, x square root of 2 times square root of 2, that will be 2. Yeah, that will be 2. All right, I need to take time so that we don't confuse ourselves. And minus times plus, that will be minus, and 1 times 1, that will be 1. All right, so we are making progress. So we have 2 here, we have 2 here, we can add it up. We have 2 here, we have 2 here, so we can have here as the first one there as 4, and we have 1 square root of 2 plus 2 square root of 2, because there's an imaginary one here, there's an unseen one here, so here becomes 1 square root of 2 plus 2 square root of 2, and that is 3 square root of let's have the plus, that will become 3 square root of 2, so let's have here plus 3, oh no, okay, so we're gonna have this. Now don't be tempted, this we cannot add this and these are together, so we cannot add. They are together, so it is wise it's all we rewrite it, because we write it as 3 square roots of 2 plus 4 and over 1, so no need for us to have the over 1 again. So this is the answer. So what we did was, for us to, given this question, to cross and multiply. We're crossing and multiplying, so everything square root of 2 here multiplied everything here, x minus square root of 2, and then 1 multiplied this. And when we expand this, 2 times x will give us x square root of 2, and then square root of 2 times square root of 2 will give us 2, and then of course this one time this will remain, everything comes to same, collecting like terms, x coming to x, so this other x here moved down and it became minus x here, this minus 2 here crossed over to here and it became plus 2, and then we factorized because x is common. Factorizing, we have it as x into bracket square root of 2 minus 1. Now the coefficient of x became our square root of 2 minus 1, so we divided both sides by the coefficient. Dividing by the coefficient, we resulted in this square root of 2 plus 2 all over square root of 2 minus 1, and we were to solve for x. So solving for x, we will need to rationalize, so we can take away the surd that we have in the denominator, and for us to rationalize a compound surd like this, we use conjugate. So the conjugate of square root of 2 minus 1 is square root of 2 plus 1. We kept it for the numerator and drop it also for itself, and then we started expanding. This was just for us to say square root of 2 times square root of 2, and that is 2. Then this same square root of 2 coming to square root of 1, that was square root of 2, and then we went with this 2 times square root of 2, we had the 2 square root of 2, and 2 times 1 gave us 2. This is conjugate, so we just multiply first times first, sine times sine, last times last. So square root of 2 times square root of 2 gave us 2, minus times plus gave us minus, 1 times 1 gave us 1. Then adding this up, all 2 plus 2, we had at 4, square root of 1 square root of 2, because there is 1 behind the square root, 1 square root of 2 plus 2 square root of 2, of course gave us 3 square root of 2. We can't add 4 plus 3 because 3 square root of 2 is a different term entirely, so it's always advisable to rewrite it this way. We wrote it this way, all over 1, no need for us to write the 1, and this was the correct option for that exams that year. Alright, so we move on. See you in the next class.